Welcome back to our series about Storyist for macOS. There's a feature that I forgot to mention earlier, and that's called the project trash. And if you're familiar with the trash, which I'm sure you are, on the macOS operating system and even on Windows, when you delete a document in the Finder, it doesn't just disappear completely. It goes into a temporary folder, which is called the trash can. And then every once in a while, you can delete the trash can, and only then is your document inaccessible. And this is kind of saved, I guess, all our lives every so often. So when you delete something, it doesn't immediately disappear. We still have access to it until we decide it's time for a clean out and our hard drive gets too big and all that. So Storyist has a similar mechanism built in right into the app, and that is very helpful. And it's something I forgot to mention earlier, and I thought maybe I'll dedicate a whole video to this. So this is how it works. It's called the project trash, and this is how it works. You remember we had a temporary notebook entry earlier, and I have deleted it, but it's not quite deleted, so it's still available. And here's how we can bring it back. There is this little icon here that allowed us to show this pane here, and also show us the side-by-side editor views and all that, but we can also show the project trash in it. And if we do that, then another pane at the bottom comes up, and there's our notebook entry. So it's not actually gone, it's still there, it's just no longer part of our project. So if we wanted to empty it, we can do that from here, and then the notebook entry will be physically deleted from our file. We can also have access to that option, the project trash empty option, via file empty project trash, so we don't have to keep this pane open at all times. And it's kind of nice to not see that, which is why we can hide it just by clicking on hide project trash, and then that whole thing is gone. So in our secret folder here we have another notebook entry, and perhaps we're going to just call this one notebook entry 2 so that we can differentiate it from the other one. And I'm going to also just press the backspace key to delete it, and that means it's no longer there. But lucky for us, it still is in the project trash. So if we show that, then we have both our notebook entry in here. And we can bring them back simply by just holding and dragging this back into our project. So anywhere where the blue line appears, this is where it's going to drop as soon as I let go of it, like now. Now it's the notebook entry is inside this folder here. So you can also take that outside the folder. I won't be able to insert it into the test manuscript because that's not a folder, that's actually a document and a structural hierarchy within that document. So I can either put it underneath it into this folder here, or I can put it above it, which would be here. And then, well, now it's in the images folder. So if I wanted that out of the images folder, then there we go. That's where it is now. And this is how it works. So there is a kind of safety net if you have accidentally deleted the manuscript you've been working on for 3 months and you go, oh my god, have I just committed more or less suicide on paper? Not the case. There is the project trash, and I just wanted you to know that that's available and you can make full use of it. So let's do that. Let's get rid of that notebook entry, and in fact let me just do that. Empty the project trash. Now it comes up with a warning dialog that this cannot be undone, and then you can do that. So another thing that the project trash, of course, does is if I now just move that notebook entry to the project trash, I can also use Command Z to undo that. So if I do that, then out of a sudden my notebook entry lives back in the project. So if I'm deleting something and I'm thinking, oh geez, I shouldn't have done that, the normal edit undo function will work just fine, or Command Z will be the shortcut for that. There we go. That's all I wanted you to know, and I just wanted to make sure we're speaking about this project trash in Storyist. Of course, that's available alongside writing tools and alongside versions that we can say is phenomenal. And it's got iOS and macOS capabilities, so what's not to like? Join me in the next video where we're going to start making ebooks from several parts of a manuscript. See you then.